When you see these celebrities, what do you see? The fame, the fortune, and even the beauty. But today's episode, we are going to be going about the family tragedies that was involved in murders. Stay tuned as we go through these and even more. Some maybe even surprise you.
Hello, welcome to Studio 70. And if you're new,
I'm your girl, Shivak. How you doing?
and you can call me Ed or Edu, either one's fine. And today we are going to talk about celebrity family tragedies involving murders. But before we do that,
Yes, this is for education and entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and always be kind to everyone, friends, family, strangers.
everyone, everywhere. And thank you guys so much. We're excited as we're approaching our year end. Our very last episode, we'll go
Yes.
through our whole year, first year on YouTube and how we grew and mature. And also, too, the second to last episode is going to give you a preview of what's coming next year because we got a whole new format.
It's going to be
It's
exciting.
going to be awesome. We've been working on it for a long time. So I hope you guys are going to like that. But anyhow, let's get to business. Celebrity family tragedies, and this is involving murders. And some of the people on this list, as Shirok said, it's going to probably surprise you.
Yeah.
So let's get to it, okay? So the first one we're going to talk about is Jennifer Hudson, October 24th, 2008. This multi-talented American singer, actress, and television presenter, which is a fascinating. She's got all the stuff. She's got everything rolled in one.
Mm-hmm.
She gained her first fame as a finalist of the third season of American Idol. Seems like it wasn't that long ago. That's amazing. Third season, back in 2004. Again, doesn't seem like that long ago. But let's talk about what happened. So, Jennifer Hudson's family was murdered. It was a tragic crime. William Balfour, if I say that correctly, apologize, took the lives of her mother, Donnerson, brother of a Hudson, and nephew. King, they were discovered shot to death inside Donner's home in Chicago, Illinois. And that's very sad. Look at the three of them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All three, Shirok. That's
devastating.
Very devastating. So William Balfour, Julia Hudson's estranged husband and Julian's stepfather, was arrested and tried for all three of these murders. His motive? Prosecutors said he was angry with Julia because he thought she was seeing another man. He was charged with first-degree murder. Unbelievable. That one, go figure. Next one is Charlize Theron, is a renowned South African and American actress and producer born August 7th, 1975. In South Africa, she became one of the world's highest paid actresses and received numerous accolades, including Academy Award and Golden Globe. Probably recognize her in such movies as Fast and Furious and plenty other ones. And she gained international fame in late 1990s in roles, films like, Devil's Advocate, Mighty Joe Young, The Cider House Rules in 1999. She won critical acclaim and Academy Award for Best Actress in the portrayal of a serial killer, Eileen. Oh my God, I can't say his name. I think it's Aileen Wuornos in Monster in 2003. When she was 15 years old, she experienced a traumatic event involving her parents. So let's talk about that. Okay, that's next. So on June 21st, 1991, her father, Charles, who was an alcoholic, came home drunk and threatened her and her mother, Gerda, with a gun. He fired shots through the door where Charlize and her mother were hiding.
Mm.
So again, this wasn't a murder on this one, but it was a very tragic event, right, Shirok?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so she actually killed her husband.
Oh my goodness. So after this event, he fired shots through the door, and then the mother retaliated and killed the father.
Yeah.
Oof. That's got to be something you don't forget. Bill Cosby, Okay, Bill Cosby moved to Fitzsimmons Junior High School, where he began acting in plays and continued his involvement in sports. He began acting in plays and continued his involvement in sports, and basically just realized he had a gift to speak to many people and get them to laugh. He started his fame in his comedy and beloved sitcom, The Cosby Show. He broke barriers as one of the first black entertainers to achieve mainstream success in the United States, which made him very popular and famous. And he was also on top of the world, in terms of everything going on. He started with, Fat Albert, and there's other shows in the 70s, and I don't know if even the 60s, but he built up a great reputation over the years, especially with the Cosby Show going from the 80s into the 90s. But as he was on top of the world, tragedy brought him to his knees. And we're not talking about those latest events of him with the women. We're talking about something different here.
Yeah.
And what are we talking about? On January 16th, 1997, Enos Cosby was tragically murdered, was changing a flat tire on the side of the Interstate 405, Los Angeles, when he was shot in the head by 18-year-old Mikhail Marquestive during a failed robbery attempt. Enos was just 27 years old at the time of his death, and Enos was his son. So just if we didn't mention that was his son. So that's very tragic. Everybody thinks, you should go before your kids.
And that's like his only son as well. So.
Oh my goodness. So that's really got to be very hard. And then to continue to do any comedy after that is just, Cosby's death resulted in significant media coverage, public outrage, and the outpouring of support for Cosby family seeking the $100,000 reward offered by National Enquirer. Do we know, Shrock, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you know what?
Yes, they actually found the guy that actually killed his son, and he was sentenced to jail. Yep.
Wow. Next, Michael Jordan, often referred to by his initials MJ, was widely reported to be one of the greatest basketball players of all time. I don't think widely reported. I think, a lot of people just say that's fact. But of course, you got the LeBron James camp. But he's born on February 17, 1963 in Brooklyn, New York. He played 15 seasons in the NBA, primarily with the Chicago Bulls and briefly with the Washington Wizards. Okay, mostly people know him from the Bulls. Despite setbacks, he never gave up on his dreams. Michael Jordan wants to improve not just as a player, but as a person, as a father, and to some extent a role model in all aspects. So all aspects of his life, he just wants to be the best he can be. He was never ready to be complacent with himself. He strived for more and more. And again, like I said, was a great leader and inspiration to many, many people. Okay, on August 3rd, 1993, Michael Jordan's father, James Jordan Jr., was shot and killed while sleeping in his car in Robeson County, North Carolina on July 23rd, 1993. And Shrock, was this like more of a robbery gone wrong?
Yes, it was definitely a robbery, which is really crazy. Everybody was just devastated when this happened.
Unbelievable. These things, that's why, always tell your loved ones you love them. You never know. God forbid something like this, happens. And it could happen to anyone. Let's talk about Serena Williams and her sister Venus Williams are two of the most iconic figures in tennis. Both had remarkable careers and had significantly impacted the sport. Together, they have also won 14 Grand Slam double titles and 3 Olympic gold medals in doubles. Absolutely amazing. Well, let's see if I could say this right. Yutundi Hoanya Tara Price was the oldest sister of Serena and Venus Williams. She'd been shot about 1.5 miles from the tennis courts where her younger sisters learned to play the sport and made them stars. So both sisters were devastated, obviously, by this loss. Serena was in Toronto filming a TV series when she received the news and was visibly distraught, of course. Venus was in New York City for a fashion week and immediately flew to Los Angeles upon hearing the tragic news. Very, very sad because that family was very, very close. Yeah. And again, these sisters are very busy, and their wives, again, great role models, and having to stop and deal with that tremendous tragedy and keep things going is just a testament to their strength.
And you notice where it was done at, right where they was playing tennis area. So it's not like this is where they grew up at.
Unbelievable. But two amazing women. Now let's talk about Mark Raffaello. I'm awful with names. I let Schrock do this. He's known as, obviously, as the Hulk and the Avengers. But anyhow, is a acclaimed American actor and producer known for his versatility and compelling performance, best known for playing Bruce Banner, the Hulk, since 2012. He won Academy Award nominations, Best Supporting Actor in The Kids Are All Right, Foxcatcher, and Spotlight. Emmy Awards won his one for his role in miniseries Known This Much Is True, 2020. So I don't think a lot of people know that, because a lot of people just see him as the Hulk. A lot of people don't know about his miniseries and these other Academy Award nominations. So it's good to mention here. On December 1st, 2008, so it's 2008, Mark brother Scott was shot in Beverly Hills condominium, with one report describing the incident as execution style. So that sounds very deliberate. Could be, could not be. Schrock, do you have any more information on this?
Yes, I do. I want to definitely say, first of all, they have not found the murder of him when he passed. So he's still out there. There was a witness, and after like 3 years, the witness actually was murdered. This was something that was high level. It was definitely, I don't know, I don't want to say too much because I don't really know, but they didn't find anyone, and the witness that they did have actually was murdered as well. So that tells you something execution
really
style. We didn't want to get graphic with everything, but what they did was just
not good.
Unbelievable.
Now the next one, he's a bit older, but you guys should recognize Kelsey Grammer. Is a renowned actor, best known for his iconic role as Dr. Fraser Kane on the sitcoms Cheers, and of course his spinoff, Frasier. Born on February 21st, 1955 in St. Thomas. Okay, so beyond Frasier, Grammer was, appeared in various films and TV shows. He's been all over the place over the years, including Sideshow Bob on The Simpsons and playing Dr. Hank McCoy best in the X-Men films. Kelsey Grammer has endured a series of profound family tragedies that have deeply impacted his life. So it's amazing these actors can keep continuing doing what they're doing. When Grammer was just 13, his father, Frank Grammer, was murdered in a home invasion in St. Thomas. Frank was shot twice by a man named Arthur B. Niles, who was later found not guilty for reason of insanity. That's got to be
Devastating.
And then, on top of that, in 1975, Grammer's 1975, his 18-year-old sister, Karen, was kidnapped, R-worded, and murdered by spree killers Freddie Glenn and Michael Corbett. This horrific event occurred while she was waiting for her boyfriend outside a restaurant where she worked. So that seems like a random situation.
Yes, that's just crazy.
So that's a double. You left the big one for the end. That's a double one.
Exactly. It really was a triple one, but the other one was not a murder. It was his brothers. They was scuba diving. I didn't want to put that in it because it's not a murder. It's not under murder, but they actually got into an accident scuba diving. So this was just crazy. So actually, he went death after death after death. 2 was murders and 1 was an accident scuba diving. Can you believe that?
That's
just going scuba
too
diving.
Much.
And 2 brothers just
way too much. Right. That's and he to continue to work and do such amazing acting on top of it all is just a testament again. Yes. Wow. So let's talk about some of these real quickly.
Yeah.
So a bunch of these were a surprise, like the Serena Williams. I kind of in Venus. I kind of heard a little bit about this, but I didn't realize it was that close to where they used to, practice. Right. That was a really insight. Was there one, as you were researching stuff, was there one that really shocked you? Like, wow, I didn't realize this.
Well, definitely the last one, because it was just how he still continued to move forward after all of these incidents that happened. His father, then his sister, then also his brother. It was just amazing. So that one did shock me. And also everybody questioned the Michael Jordan one, like really how wealthy this guy is. He was sleeping. Yeah, I don't know if you heard about his father was sleeping on the road.
So yeah, I was gonna get to that one last, but let's bring it up now. So a lot of people think, and this we're going to speculation. We got to come up with like a brute speculation. Do I have anything here on that one? No, I don't. That's just the thing. But basically, a lot of people think it's like the Illuminati or somebody, a higher power trying to control him, and he said no. Mm-hmm. And off of that, they murdered their father. There's this huge, tremendous rumor, speculation that whether you want to call it Illuminati or some greater force that controls a lot of these people, actors, celebrities, people make a lot of money, that if you don't comply, they're either going to hurt someone around close to you, hurt you, or make you go crazy, or a combination of them all. So that was the big one. And that one definitely fit Michael Jordan category because he is so wealthy. I don't think that had anything to do with Jennifer Hudson. She just started out, maybe, who knows, but I think since she was still, not making that much at that time, but everybody that's
had
tough
that
one. Yeah. Let's see. Do you know how much she's? Well, I gotta look it up. How much she was worth at the time?
She wasn't definitely worth that much.
I don't think she's working out. I mean, I think it's like people that can make like in the hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
At this stage,
she definitely wasn't making. Yeah.
So who knows? And some of these are just tragedy. That's why you say, definitely hug, say kiss, tell you love your significant other before you leave every day. Because unfortunately, we like to think every day is going to be the same, every day is going to be safe. But as we know, as we covered so much of these tragedies and these crimes over the years, a lot of it doesn't have rhyme or reason. There's, unfortunately, some of these crimes don't make any sense.
And I just wanted to go back to when we start doing crimes. It made me start thinking differently about life, especially with murders and stuff. And when you start getting this and learning about this, there's definitely always prevention sometimes, and then sometimes there isn't prevention, right?
Right.
But, this show here, we always not just telling you about the murders and stuff. We also try to inform you, like try to make your life better. So it's like, what is the reason why we doing this? And we are definitely here to just not just tell you like I said, we would definitely like the fact is, maybe there's some things you can do for your life and maybe you can tell someone else to save them. I
was just thinking, I want to share a personal story. If you really think hard enough, you probably know what it is. But it happened about a month ago. Yeah. I want to say it. Ready? Can I share it? Yeah. So with that said, we were going to the town. We won't say what town we live in, but the town we live in, it's come a long way. But there's still some areas. Okay, and so we were in this area and you had to go get your hair done or something done. What was it, your hair? And there's this person coming down the road looking very suspicious and inebriated or on something. And
exactly,
Chirac was getting ready to open the door while the guy was like 10 feet from her opening the door. And even though I'm sitting there, I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? Close the door. Wait till that guy like walks past us a good 20 feet or 30 feet before you get out. Because for a lot of reasons, and I'm nothing against anybody, when you see somebody like, maybe on the influence of something and looking, really kind of whacked out, if you open a door at a certain time, that could trigger, who knows, it could trigger something or, you don't want, it's just being aware all the time of your environment. Let that pass, keep an eye out for things. Where's your car parked? Did you lock your doors at night?
And I felt more comfortable because I had my, dad with me. But when I'm by myself, I probably would have waited, but I'm more secure when I'm, when you're with someone, at least somebody else can do something else. But when
because the guy could go after me and kill me, and then she can run off. That's why, right?
But but definitely, I do see me as being more cautious doing things as well, especially when I'm alone and when it's dark at night.
It's tougher when you're living in a because I lived in both. I lived in the city, and I've also lived out more in the boony kind of ish area, and sometimes you get very comfortable. Like we had one of our cars unlocked, and the car got stolen and we were still in the boonies. I think it happened anywhere. So, learn, even if you're not from the city, learn how to be aware of your surroundings. It's okay to be careful because even that things can unfortunately happen. And here's another one too. It's been unfortunately popular for years. Even when you go to clubs, if you're by yourself or if you're a trusted person, give the drink to them. Be very careful. Make sure when you hand it a drink, you see it open. You keep your eyes on it. Don't allow people to just leave your drink out in the open.
Right. See, I grew up in New York, so I know like a lot of these things I always do because this is what we taught, right? We always taught these things.
Yeah. And, I didn't grow up as New York, but I grew up in a city where we had, let's just say, renowned gangs and stuff, but not like New York, not to the level of New York, but still enough for me to learn.
And you have learned a lot too.
Yeah. But anyhow, enough of that. We just appreciate you guys watching us. And again, we are so pumped for next year. We got a new format and we're going to share with you guys. I think it'll be just before Christmas, that episode. So hang in there. Anyhow, any last words?
Studio 70. Thanks for watching.
I guess we're all set. Until next time.